Okay, Professor Bear here. I'm going to introduce our little custom GPT called Lullabize. Basically, what we did is we did a bunch of research on what are the best practices and rules that one would need to use simple songs and lullabies for cognitive development. There's a lot of evidence that singing enriches areas of the brain that you don't do through logic and other things. It's very, very important for your brain. So the Lyrical Literacy Project is trying to get people to do simple songs, particularly kids and even older people. As you get older, you in particular want to exercise your brain. So to make this simpler, what we did is we created a custom GPT. You can just click on this and go to it directly. I'm going to do it in another window because I just created a little simple prompt to get you started. This little prompt is literally just text directly taken from Mother Goose on Gutenberg. So you can, there's a bunch of commands here. It'll list the things you can do. It's very simple. Basically, you just put in some text and all of those rules, all of these rules, and you can look at the exact rules that we use down here. This is the exact prompts we're using for the GPT. So if you wanted to create your own GPT, but change the rules a bit, go for it. All the rules are here. If you don't like this rule, want to add a different rule, want to make them longer, want to make them shorter, whatever you do, you can just change the rules. If you don't want to do that, if you just want to make a simple song, I'm just going to do a generic song. But typically, if you're doing this for your kid, you'd probably put information about your kid or your friend or your girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever, into the song, like their name, things that they like, Roblox, they like soccer, they like whatever. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to take the Mother Goose text straight up and generate a song. So it suggests a style. It has some meta tags about, do we want to whisper? Do we want to do this? We want to do that. So that's it. Basically, what I'm going to do for the rest of this video is just play the song that we created. So like, subscribe, do that thing. But the rest of this video is just me going to put that song in Suno, render it, and then play it for the rest of this video.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, sing with me. La, 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 la. Silly free. Patty cake baker's woman, bake me a cake as fast as you can. Pat it, prick it, mark it with P, and hide it warm inside an oven for baby and me. But wait, she whispers sideways, enough is never enough. Giraffes, glitter fluff, a pinch of moon, a whisper from Mars. Candles that sing and smell like stars. She stirs with a spoon of jelly bean wood, dances counterwise as all bakers should. Drops a toadstool, a tickle, a sneeze, sprinkles of giggle, sprinkles of cheese. The oven went boom, a flip, a slip, a ship, and suddenly pirates cheering, sugar feet, shiver me treats, frosting drips from the sails of the sea. Patty cake, wildly free. This cake is a spell for you and for me. If it wiggles or barks or laughs like a bee, feed it a rhyme and a sip of iced tea. Oh, feed it a rhyme and a sip of iced tea.
Okay, Professor Bear here again. I realized when I made that video, the patty cake baker's man, I used my own voice in Suno. So I have a gravelly, nasty voice. So I upload it to Suno and use that as a basis. You'd basically, if you go to Suno here, I think we are in Suno here, and you go to create. I don't know why this is. You could just upload audio and upload your own voice. So that's what I did. I uploaded my voice to this patty cake song. But I do it in a style which is sort of very rough and gruff, and realize that probably isn't the best for kids. It's great for you. So if you do this, it's probably a good idea to upload your kid's voice or your voice. Because what it does is it improves your voice, makes it a better singer, that kind of thing. But it keeps it in your vocal range. So if you want to sing along, by using your voice, it's closer to your voice. You know, if I'm trying to sing Whitney Houston, good luck. But if the AI created thing is sort of already close to what you are, it's a lot easier to sing along and follow along. And that's sort of the point of the lyrical literacy stuff, the point of the lullaby stuff, is to actually do some singing. And to have this with your kids or yourself or whatever. But I realized when I did that, I just sort of naturally did it in a style that I like. I don't like a purely AI voice. I like the fact that my voice makes the AI sort of grittier and worse, not as perfect. To me, that sounds better. But when I did that and listened to the song, I realized that if you're making it for your kid, you probably want it for, first of all, in their voice or in your voice. So it's more personal. So I'm going to redo the song. I'm just going to make another song about honeybees, and purposely, it's still going to be my voice, which I use, but I'm going to use a voice which I uploaded where I spoke less aggressively and less, just more chill. So I'm just going to say, make a song about honeybees. Need to spell bees right. And then it's going to go ahead and do that. It's going to start doing that. And again, I'll render it and play it. This is going to be a much more general lullaby type thing that I'll intentionally do. I won't do what I did here, which is what I do naturally, which is sort of make it rough and aggressive, because I just personally like that sound. But if you're going to do this, like for your kid in particular, you probably want it sweeter and gentler. It's not this which is making it, it's the way we deal with Suno, which gives it that sound. We'll have a lot of other videos on how to get whatever sound you want out of Suno, including with your own voice. But again, after I listened to that song, I realized I just sort of naturally, automatically, without thinking it, did it in the style that I normally do stuff. And that's probably not the best style for like doing a lullaby for a kid. So we'll see how this one turns out, a honeybee song. But I'm going to intentionally think about it, making it mellower and chiller, particularly with the text. I also do things here where, I edited a little bit. I added little annotations. I changed the name to Patty Cake Baker's Woman, because Patty Cake just sounded like a woman's name. So I made some changes. But for the honeybee song, I'm going to intentionally keep it like I were doing it for a kid.
Swarm of bees in May, buzzing bright through the day, fills the fields with golden bloom, a treasure worth a haystack's room. A swarm of bees in June sings a sweeter summer tune. Their honey's gold, their work divine, a bounty like a silver shine. A swarm of bees in July, when the flowers wilt and sigh. They hum a song that fades away, for their worth has gone astray. Yet bees, oh bees, all through the year, their work brings life, their hum brings cheer. Though July's buzz holds little weight, their labor still we celebrate. Clover fields to fruit-filled trees, the world survives because of bees. So May to July, their worth may swing, but to life itself, they're everything.
Okay, so I think that second song came out much mellower and more like something you'd make for your kid. I'm gonna end this here. I'll do other videos on like took me about an hour or two to create both of those, the footage for both of those videos, the patty cake and the bumblebee one. We won't get into that in this, but my main thing for all these series is to teach you how to do it. I've had people who aggressively get nasty and hate my voice or hate my art. Whether you like it or don't like it, I don't really know. But I do know that it's probably better if you make it for your kid or your best friend or your girlfriend or boyfriend or father or mother or whoever, than if I make it or Humanitarians AI or Bear Brown and Company makes it for you. So we'll make stuff. We have a Spotify. We have stuff on the YouTube now, which you can listen to. But I think most people are going to rather do it themselves. So a lot of the focus of this is going to be how to create little videos like this, how to create the art. This is done with a P code, by the way. But a bunch of P code stuff. This is also done with the P code for the Patty Baker thing. Normally, I would spend a lot more time on the art, getting the style right, but because I wanted to get this video out quickly, I did both of the videos in probably a total of 2 hours, including generating the art styles. But we'll talk about it in other videos. So get to the like, subscribe thing. I'll see you later.